Hi folks. So yesterday, while getting ready for the day, I stepped on and broke my stone knife. Now, this is a type of break that shows up in the archaeological record. It's kind of a hazard of using stone tools because the features of the material that make them good for making a sharp-edged tool via flint damping also make them kind of fragile to things like sideways flexing or twisting pressures. It makes them breakable. Now, in this particular case, the tang or the base of the biface here of the blade broke off and is actually still lodged in the handle. And it's a little hard to see here because of the glue, and I have a fairly thick layer of glue on here, both to stabilize the blade inside of the handle and to smooth this transition, so it gives me a good grip here. Now to repair this, I'll have to melt the glue. It's a pine pitch. This pine pitch has been heated up and remelted a few times, so the terpenes, the chemicals in it that will allow it to stay a little bit flexible, depending on the recipe, cook off as you heat it and cool it and heat it and cool it. So the pitch is probably getting a little bit brittle, which is part of why it broke, and may have to be replaced with a fresh batch, which is fine. Getting the tang out might be a little tricky. It's fit in there pretty good, and of course it's glued, so I'll have to melt the glue and probably pry it out. For the blade itself, I'll have to thin this end out a little bit. Bring in the focus here. We can kind of see the cross section. It's a little thicker here than it was at the tip, so I'll have to thin that down and reshape the base here and make it so that it'll fit back in the handle properly. It'll just end up being probably about that much shorter, around a ½ inch shorter than it was before. But we've still got plenty of material, plenty of life left in this biface. By the time it's finished up, the knife blade will be about that big. So every time we sharpen it, it gets a little bit smaller. But we'll take you through the whole process here as I repair it, and we'll show you each step and how I assemble my my knife here. And take it as a silver lining that you get to see how the knife is built long before it's actually worn out.